Welcome to Curious Kids Unearthed. Today we're setting out on a journey across the chessboard, a battlefield where kings and queens, knights and bishops, rooks and pawns clash in a timeless game of strategy and wits. Our quest? To demystify the unique abilities of each piece, from the humble pawn to the mighty king. Understanding how each piece moves, captures, and contributes to your overall strategy is crucial to mastering the game of chess. We'll start with the basics, breaking down the rules of movement and capture for each piece, making it easy for any budding chess enthusiast to grasp. We'll then explore a few strategies that can help you make the most of each piece's abilities. So, buckle up, chess novices and aficionados alike, as we delve into the fascinating world of chess piece abilities. So, prepare to become a chess master. We kick things off with the pawn, the foot soldier of the chessboard. These small but mighty pieces are the backbone of your chess army, each moving forward one square at a time, steadily marching towards the other side of the board. But here's where it gets interesting. While pawns move forward, they capture diagonally. Picture them as brave warriors, charging fearlessly into the fray from an angle. Now let's talk about pawn promotion. When a pawn reaches the opposite side of the board, it gets promoted and can be exchanged for any piece, usually a queen. This is like a soldier being promoted to a general, a huge leap in power. And finally, some basic pawn strategies. Pawns are best used in a chain formation, supporting each other in their advance. Master the pawns and you've taken your first step to victory. Next up we have the rook, the castle-like piece. Rooks are like the towers of your chess kingdom, standing tall and ready to defend your territory. They move in straight lines, either horizontally or vertically, across the chessboard. This ability allows them to cover a lot of ground and control large portions of the board, but that's not all. Rooks have a special role in the game of chess. They are often the key players in the endgame, helping to deliver the final checkmate. Rooks are also part of a special move called castling, which we'll discuss in a later section. Rooks are not just about defense, they are great for offense too. Use them to pin your opponent's pieces, trap the enemy king, or even create a rook roller with two rooks on the same row or column. With rooks, you can control the battlefield like a true commander. Now let's explore the quirky knight. Unlike the other chess pieces, the knight doesn't move in a straight line. It moves in a unique L shape. That's two squares in one direction, and then one square perpendicular to that. An interesting fact about the knight is its ability to jump over other pieces, making it a valuable asset when the board gets crowded. To use knights effectively, it's essential to understand their strengths. Knights are the tricksters of the chessboard. They can sneak up on unsuspecting pieces and capture them, often leaving your opponent bewildered. They're particularly powerful in closed positions where other pieces are blocked by pawns. It's also worth noting that the knight's color alternates with every move, meaning a knight that starts on a white square will be on a black square after each move. So remember, knights, with their unique moves, can be your secret weapon. Moving on to the bishop, the diagonally inclined piece. Bishops are unique in their movement as they can glide across the chessboard but only diagonally. This diagonal movement limits them to one color square for the entirety of the game. If a bishop starts on a white square, it will always remain on white squares. Similarly, a bishop beginning on a black square will forever be bound to black squares. This trait can be both a strength and a limitation. On one hand, a bishop can control long diagonal lines, making it a powerful piece in open positions. On the other hand, its color-bound nature means it can only ever control half the board. To exploit a bishop's strengths, aim to open up the board. Make the most of your bishop's long-range potential, and remember to maintain balance between your light-squared and dark-squared bishops. Bishops with their diagonal reach can control half the board. The queen is a powerhouse, capable of moving in any direction. This is the ultimate game-changer on the chessboard. The queen, with her unfettered range of movement, can command the board like no other piece. Whether it's horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, she can sweep across the board, capturing any opponent's piece that dares stand in her way. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Your queen is not just an offensive weapon, she's a defensive shield too. You can use her to protect your other pieces, or to create a blockade against your opponent's advances. The queen's versatility makes her invaluable in your chess strategy. She can swiftly switch between roles, from leading the charge to holding the fort. This adaptability makes her the most potent piece in your arsenal, so never underestimate the power of the queen. She is your game changer, your defender, your attacker. The queen, the most powerful piece, is your ace in the hole. Lastly, we come to the most critical piece on the board, the king. Unlike the other pieces, the king's movement is limited to one square in any direction. This might make him seem less powerful, but don't be fooled. The king is the heart of your game. The king's role in chess is unlike any other piece. His safety determines the outcome of the game. If he is threatened, it's a check. And if there's no square left for him to safely move, it's a checkmate, ending the game. There's also a special move unique to the king known as castling. This move allows the king to move 2 squares towards the rook on his initial move, and then the rook moves to the square the king skipped over. It's a great strategy to safeguard your king and connect your rooks. Protect your king at all costs, for the king is your game. And there you have it. We've journeyed across the chessboard, beginning with the humble pawn and culminating with the all-important king. We've demystified the unique abilities of each piece, from the straight-line dominance of the rook to the quirky L-shaped movements of the knight. We've delved into the diagonal prowess of the bishop and the omnipotent control exerted by the queen. But most importantly, we've understood that the king, while not the most mobile, is the very heart of the game, demanding our utmost protection. Armed with this knowledge, you're now ready to take the first step on your chess mastery journey. Remember, practice and study are your allies in this timeless game. And as you progress, the strategies and nuances will reveal themselves. If you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe to Curious Kids Unearthed for more chess tutorials and tips. Thanks for watching.